Namaste students. In last session we have learnt about the what is natural vegetation and wildlife and types of forest. Let's continue the types of forest. Mediterranean vegetation. The west and southwest margins of continents are different from the east and northeast margins. While most of the east and northeast margins are covered by temperate evergreen and deciduous forest, the west and southwest margins have Mediterranean vegetation. Mediterranean regions are known as the orchards of the world because of their fruit cultivation. The trees in this region adapt themselves to the dry summers with the help of their thick barks and wax coated leaves, which reduce transpiration. Since these are found in the areas around the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, Africa, and Asia, these are called Mediterranean vegetation. This kind of vegetation is also found outside the actual Mediterranean region, such as in California in the USA, Southwest Africa, Southwestern South America, and Southwest Australia. These regions experience dry summers and mild rainy winters. Citrus fruits such as oranges, olives, grapes, and figs are grown here. The natural vegetation has been removed so that people can cultivate what they want to. Much wildlife is not found in these regions. Let's see the coniferous forest. These are found in the higher latitudes of northern hemisphere. These are also called taiga. Taiga means pure or untouched in the Russian language. The trees found here are tall, softwood evergreen trees, example chir, pine, and cedar. The woods of these trees are used for making pulp, which is used for manufacturing paper and newsprint. These are also used for making matchboxes and packing boxes. The common animals found here are silver fox, mink, and polar bear. Second category of vegetation is grassland. These grow in the region of moderate rainfall. Tall trees are very few in grasslands. These are of two types. One is tropical grasslands, another one is temperate grasslands. Let's see the tropical grasslands. These are found on the either side of equator and extend till the tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. Its features are the grass can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meter in height. The wildlife here includes elephants, zebras, deer, leopards, giraffes. The savanna grasslands of Africa are of this type. Second one, temperate grasslands. These are found in the mid latitudinal zones and the interior part of the continents. The grass over here is short and nutritious. The wildlife comprises of wild buffaloes, bisons, and antelopes. Grasslands are known by different names in different regions, which is as follows. See East Africa, savanna grassland. In Brazil, Campus grasslands. In Venezuela, Lones grasslands. In Argentina, Pampas grasslands. In North America, Prairies grasslands. In South Africa, Veld grasslands. In Central Asia, steppe grasslands. In Australia, down grasslands. Thorny bushes. These are found in dry desert like regions. Tropical deserts are found on the western margins of the continents. Because of scanty rain and the scorchy heat, vegetation is scarce. In the polar region, where the climate is extremely cold, the growth of natural vegetation is very limited. The vegetation here, which grows only during the very short summer, consists of mosses, lichens, and very small shrubs. The vegetation mentioned above is called the tundra type vegetation. It is found in the polar areas of Europe, Asia, and North America. Some of the animals found here are seal, walrus, Arctic owl, polar bear, snow fox, etc. These animals have thick skin and thick fur to protect themselves from the cold climate. How do we conserve the wildlife and forest? Conservation of forest and animals is very important for our long term well being. The large scale deforestation and the resultant loss of natural habitat for animals are resulting in problems like soil erosion, lack of greenery, extinction of animals, etc. In the 1970s, an organized resistance to the destructions of forests spread throughout India and came to be known as Chipko movement. The name of the movement comes from the word embrace, as the villagers hugged the trees and prevented the contractors from felling them. Let's recall this chapter. The temperature in a region depends on its height. The higher of a place is from the sea level, the colder it usually is. And temperature affects the type of natural vegetation in a region. The type of vegetation that grows in an area also depends on the moisture, slope of land, and the thickness of soil. Depending on these factors, vegetation is divided into three categories: forests that grow in rainy areas, grasslands that grow in regions with moderate rainfall, and shrubs that grow in regions with scanty, that is, little rainfall and extreme temperatures. Thank you.